Shuttle TV.
Thank you, Mazi Chinasa, and thank you, Biafrans worldwide. Good evening and good morning and good night wherever you are. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu is from Obingwa, and Obingwa is in Aba province. I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State and other special duties. This is, I have come to this hallowed platform to talk to Biafrans, to clarify Biafrans on the issues raging, and to educate them, reassure them that the struggle for the restoration of Biafra is something nobody, born of a man or a woman, can be able to destroy. We were able to take this struggle to this level under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because we are obedient. We believe in the command and control. We believe in the spirit of this struggle. Consistency. Our ideology has never been shaken since ever we come into this struggle. And our ideology can never be shaken at this particular point. Our leader is in the hands of the enemy. We are going to make it clear this evening that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have proven beyond any doubt that he wants to be followed. And for that reason, people like us, the members of the Directorate of State, IPOB worldwide, all of us have fanatically believed that whatever he tells us to do, we will do it. There is no room for disobedience. There is no room for disobedience. There is no room for insubordination. We are not going to blink. We are not going to tolerate. And we are not going to give any chance for any agent provocateur to penetrate this hallowed mission until Biafra is being restored. Therefore, Mazi Chinasa, I am here today calling on all Biafrans, all the doubting Thomases, all the people who think that they have a reason why they should object the order given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to bring their questions forward. And I will be here to clarify them. As long as they are ready to listen to the superior argument, we are ready to educate them, and we are ready to tell them the way forward. That is all I have to say, and back the microphone back to you. Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo Mazi Chinasa. Ndewo, very short and precise. Mazi, before I open the lines, I want you also to tell us what you know really about that suspension of Monday sit at home, and how do you personally take it? Personally, I'm not talking about you being a member of the OS. Personally, please, if you can, go on.
Mazi Chinasa, thank you. This is a very, very, unexpected question from you. You know that I'm the one who announced this sit at home on the radio. I was the one assigned to announce it officially on behalf of the Directorate of State and the IPOB leadership. And when I announce it, you know what it means. I spoke to the whole world. I spoke to Biafrans. I gave them our word. I gave them our belief. I gave them our plans. It's one of the plans we know that we have laid down after much deliberation, that we put Nigeria in a very tight corner. And it was a very good plan. Everybody accepted it. They love it. Our people embrace this particular order. We are about to say hooray that we have gotten the key. But our leader, at a point in time, he told us, suspend it. Not even at a point in time. Mazi, let me go a little bit further so that people who are listening will understand. We all know when our leader was kidnapped in Kenya, extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. In 1 month before he was brought to court, the Directorate of State, the IPOB leadership, we saw the yearn of our people that we must do something. People in Biafra land was murmuring that we must do something. There were protests going on in diaspora. The DOS, after many weeks of deliberation, seeking ideas, seeking opinion, if you have forgotten, it was not sit at home that our people was yearning for. They were all calling for protest in Biafra land. Many people were saying, let us go and protest. What will happen, let it happen. But carefully, we understood it was an ambush the Nigerian government want to lay for us. We heard the people. They called us personally. Do protest in Biafra land. Do this. Go out. People are protesting in Europe. We said no. The leadership think very critically. We have men of honor in the DOS. You may not see them talking, but they are critical thinkers. No matter their level, whatever they say makes a lot of sense. We deliberated this. We said, protesting in Biafra land will never do us any good. Reasons are, we might protest in Anambra, in Onitsha. People will not see it in Oka. You might protest in Owerri. People in Okigwe may not come across the protest. But we come to a conclusion that we are going to sit at home in protest against the extraordinary rendition of our leader. It was a long preparation. It was a long preparation. On the day they're supposed to bring our leader to the court, I think that was on 26th, they refused to bring our leader to the court. The following day, Barrister, the legal team went to visit our leader at the DSS headquarters. They refused them not to see our leader. Every Biafran was yearning, crying. We have people who were admitted in hospital because everybody was having that, they were assuming that our leader has been killed. We were looking for a proof of life. We who were people who used to hear from him, from the legal councils, at that particular point, the legal council told us they refused us to see him. At that particular point, the DOS quickly intervened, took a decision that we are going to sit at home until there is a proof of life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, until our leader is being released. That we are going to sit at home and other conditions which we did not make up with to the public, but we needed to achieve something. Because in negotiation of this way, you must set your targets high. Everybody have to understand that. We do not have to tell you the way we operate, because that has been the code our leader has taught all of us who have worked and who are working under him. At the end of the day, the moment we activated the sit at home every Monday, on the following Monday, the DSS, they called our lawyers to come and see our leader. That was a sight of relief. Many people knew that when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his co went to meet our leader, they came out and confirmed that they met our leader. He's okay. That all the doubts that he was not alive, the proof of life that we are requesting for, at least we know our leader is okay. At this particular point, they told our leader that we have declared a sit at home. I want you to be very, I want everybody to be very clear here. I want everybody to understand very clearly what the DOS have gone through, because we are listening to the people. Because we want the people to be happy. Because we want, besides, it was not our people who asked us to sit at home. It was the DOS came up and put up the sit at home. At this particular point, Mazi, the legal team informed our leader that the IPOB leadership, the people he entrusted power into, have declared a sit at home. Our leader at that point said to them that we should, that is one of the things we have presented to him. We have other plans, what we want to do. We normally say it, we have thousands of plans against Nigeria. But everybody should know that our leader is in the hands of the enemy. Among all the plans we gave to him, he told us that they sit at home, we must suspend it for now. He will tell us when we can activate it. That was the first day when they went to see him. The first time he heard it. When the message came back to the DOS, we had a meeting. We said no, that our people want this sit at home. The first time, we said we are not going to stop. We have campaigned for it. We have spoken our words to our people. We have given this order. Besides that, our leader trusted us. He knows we are capable. He knows what we are capable to do. Even our leader knows that in his absence, this leadership can unleash terror on Nigerian government that they can never recover. Our leader knows that very, very well. Our leader said, after the meeting, we said, no, we are going to go ahead and have this sit at home. We said that we have campaigned so much. The idea, the jingles are out everywhere, is bubbling, and our people have accepted this. On Thursday, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor went to him again and told him that the way this thing is going, that everywhere our people have accepted to sit at home until he's released. He said that is a very good decision. But for the second time, he's asking us to suspend it. He will tell us when to activate it. Then, when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor came out, we go into another round of meeting. We said it remained 3 days for this sit at home. We cannot call it off. That's what we are. We said no. It remained 3 days. We cannot call this thing off. Let us also go ahead. Maybe if our leader happens to see what we are going to do, that he will say, go ahead. On that particular night of August, the whole Biafran sat at home. The news, international news medias, they carried how we shut down. And not only that, our allies, who are the Amazonians, they closed the border. They shut there because they are our allies. Biafra land was shut down. From Enugu to Amazonia land was all shut down on that particular day, on that night of August. And at the end of the day, when Barrister Aloy Ejimakon went to visit our leader, we make another presentation. We told him to print all those things. How the news, how everywhere is bubbling, how the world is talking about the shut at home, the sit down, the sit at home order, how successful it was. Our leader, for the third time, he told him, Barrister, I really appreciate what IPOB leadership have done. I really appreciate the strong what they are doing on my behalf. And I'm really, really happy that they can be able to stay this struggle even when I'm in the hands of, but I am begging them, they should listen to me. Suspend this struggle. Suspend this sit-at-home order. That was the third time. Now we said, okay, it is a very difficult decision to make, Mazi. For me and my colleagues in the Directorate of State, none of them is happy when our leader said that we should call it off. We have presented all the points that we need to present to him. Then on Thursday, the last Thursday, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on air on Friday to suspend the sit at home, we make our final move. We had a meeting with the barrister, with the legal team. We told them we still insist that they sit at home. We'll proceed. We are begging. Some of us were asking for 1 month. Sit at home. Since our leader is consistently telling us to suspend this. Some members of the DOS asked for 1 month. Some asked for 6 weeks. Some said, Onyendu, allow us to do this last one. Then we will review it. When we come to that point, Barrister Jofo told us to set out our points and all the things we needed. Besides, these are not all the things we needed to hear from him. There are other things that we can communicate with the lead team, the legal team. At the same time, when Barrister Jofo came back, he said, Onyendu said, thank you so much for all the effort you people are doing. We still have the free hand to do whatever we want to do to make sure that we secure his release. In all the plans we have, that we want to secure the release of our leader, the suspension of this sit at home was the only thing he was pointing at. He continuously asked us, all the decisions we made is okay by him. He told us that we have the right, we have all his backings to continue to lead this struggle, but he is requesting for the last time. At this particular point, we come to realization that if we crosses this particular line, that means it becomes an insubordination because it was an order for the 4th time. We are trained in this struggle to obey the last command. And the DOS have made sure they put that into practice. And that order is not going to be disobeyed. The other previous one was because we are trying to convince him, we are trying to place our say, allow us to continue on this, but consistently our leader said, I want you people to suspend. I will tell you the right time you can activate this, and it will give us the maximum result we want for the restoration of Biafra. For me, it was a difficult decision. But for the fact that I know in life there are win and loss. You can lose today, you win tomorrow. You can lose for many times, but at last you will win. I am somebody who believes I can fall 7 times and I will stand up 7 times. No matter how many times I fall on the ground, be assured that Chinasa Nworu will make sure that I stand up. I took it as an order, and we are in a struggle. We are not in democracy. And that order was not given to be deliberated. It was not given. That is an order. And for that reason, the DOS has no other option than to move in to implement that order. And that order, we are implementing it, and we will make sure that our people go back to business, go back to their work, and start everything back to normal on Monday. It is an order, and if you know that you love our leader, I do not talk about myself personally, because for me, my personal feelings does not have anything to do with this struggle. What matters is the order given by our leader and the direction he wants this struggle to go. My personal feelings, I may have personal feelings, I'm not happy, it does not matter. Because my feelings, sometimes your feelings can mislead you. You may have the feeling to eat, but actually you are not hungry. So I may have the feeling, oh, it is not good, but actually, if you look at the content, and I know what we have in the background and what we are about to do, I do not see it as anything. In as much as I know, I do not feel good, but it is inconsequential in this order our leader have given Mazi. And that's why I am coming back here again today to tell our people that sit-at-home order has been suspended, and is suspended by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing he has requested from us, and we are going to obey him. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Chinasa. There is something you said now, you said that touched, it struck a chord. You know, I asked you about your personal feelings, and you mentioned that yes, you're a human being, you have your personal feelings about the thing. You might not be happy personally, but it is inconsequential. That is a point, a very big point. You know, as a loyal soldier, that is your personal feeling doesn't matter. Because sometimes your personal feelings can deceive you to the overall struggle. Now, before I open my lines, because many people have already started calling, some are sending me messages, they want to call, they want to ask questions. Now, before I open my lines, I say, what about those people that are inciting, even on the social media, now going above what should be, in order to incite our people into, because now it is insubordination. What are you going to say about it, please, before I will open my line now?
Mazi, what I have to say about this thing is this. This is not our first experience. You know, when our leader is being, last time that was on 12th October 2015, he was arrested in Lagos. We witnessed this similar, insubordination and attacks. We are old in the system. We have learned from experience. We know how to deflect. We know how to dictate the moves. We know how to dictate the Nigerian agent. The only worrying thing there is those IPOB members, the IPOB principal officers, who are old in this struggle, but they do not know when the enemies have infiltrated the circle. For example, everybody know in any freedom fight, and even in political situations, your leader is under the hands of, under the control, under the hands of the enemy. What do the government do? Their next move is to destabilize the organization. That is why from the moment they arrested our leader, you watch all their attacks, all their agents, all the people, all their attack lies on a DOS. Reasons are, if we can be able to disorganize the DOS, divide this struggle, then the enemies can do away or do anything they want to do with our leader. That is the reason why you see many of our people. For example, I used to tell people today, I get it. I was pushed so much on the social media that I became a little bit, I went out of my way, because the Bible says when some people speak to you foolishly, you answer them in a foolish way. For example, go to and see those people who are attacking us. Go and open their social media. Look at those names talking rubbish. Click their social media account. Either you will see some small boys who are still answering mommy, thank you, at home. Or you see some people who have not posted anything on their timeline pertaining Biafra, who do not have any, they are not even bold enough to say I am a Biafran, but they are the one now contributing, telling you that we are going to disobey, we are going not to accept what you people said. You don't need to be told that these are Nigerian agents. From our reliable information, we know Nigerian government, the DSS, they pushed a lot of money into the hands of these stupid people. You see, many of them were people dislodged from IPOB. They are also on social media with ordinary names, with fake names. If Chinasa Nworu writes, even if it is something that doesn't concern the struggle, maybe I write about something that happened somewhere, that doesn't matter, they come there to attack you and tell you, DOS must do this. It's very easy to decode them. We are masters in this game. In social media, nobody can compete with the IPOB media. We know all the games. Today, we have decided that we are coming after all those people. Let us stretch our hands and know who controls the social media. These are people, agent provocateurs, members that are being recruited by Nigerian government, attacking the IPOB leadership, attacking the IPOB structure in the move only to destroy IPOB, to divide the attention of IPOB. Let them see who will take one side, other people will take one side. And that time, we found out that IPOB have been destroyed And right now, they can do our leader. For now, I can tell you something. The Nigerian DSS are not fools. The Nigerian DSS, they are not fools. They are professionals also, irrespective that they disobey court order. They know that the person they are holding is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, the greatest liberation movement around the world. They know, a leader of over 70 million people. They know that maltreating him in the DSS detention have consequences. They know. So for people being afraid that the DSS will torture our leader, they cannot do it. They can only do it if we divide ourselves. They can only do it when we allow people to come inside IPOB and trying to destroy the structure. That is the only time they can talk to him like a small boy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. He's a political prisoner. And apart from that, he was being extraordinary rendition from another country to Nigeria. Do you think that DSS doesn't know? The Nigerian DSS knows that if we hear anything, any ill maltreatment against our leader in their hands, there are consequences, and they will never try that. Therefore, any IPOB member who have now found the Facebook as a source of information, order, not information, because we are using Facebook to disseminate our information. But any IPOB officer, any IPOB member who say he belongs to IPOB and they found the Facebook, a platform where he takes order, and not from Radio Biafra, not from Mazi Chinasa Nworu, the head of DOS, or any information coming from the leadership, IPOB DOS, or any press release coming from our publicity and media secretary, Emma Powerful. That person is one. That means the person did not learn anything in IPOB, and he's not worthy to be an IPOB member. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. I'll open my lines. You know, it is really absurd, honestly. When you hear some people, they will come out, I will only take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No other person can command me. I look at those people as, these are, even I consider them as moles. You see some people saying, okay, how can you prove? Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk to us. And they know that he is there. You know this thing, as you said, we have passed through this in 2015. You see these people, they know that our leader cannot call on phone in where he is in DSS dungeon to Radio Biafra to talk to Biafrans. But they will say no, unless we hear his voice. Mazi, we know all these things. As you say, we are masters in this game.
Shuttle TV, news, sports, and entertainment.